One adjustment can quietly destroy your tractor's rock shaft, and most owners don't even know it. As you can see here, something doesn't look quite right, and the problem with it is somewhere along the line somebody got off on saying that you could actually use a box blade for a plow, and they weren't engineered, they weren't designed for it. You can see a lot of things wrong here, and we're going to go through what's going to happen. Most people don't even realize what it's doing. Not as much to the box blade itself, although it can damage the box blade doing this. We're going to get into why it's bad for your tractor and what it can do in the long run. The first thing we're going to look at right here is the angle of this top link. If you'll notice, it's angled upwards. That is not the way that this was designed to work. You want any type of energy or stress going into this rock shaft right here, be straight in or straight out. So if we're backing up, we're going to end up pulling on that rock shaft right where our top link connects to it. If we're pulling forward, that stress is going to go straight into the rock shaft. We're not pushing upwards on it. Pushing upwards, like what you see right here, can actually damage the rock shaft housing. One of the other things that it can do is it can actually bend this top link. The top link was never designed to work at an angle. When you're working with your tractor and you have an attachment on the back of it, you want this top link to be as perpendicular to the ground as possible. Any type of angle on it, which is what this is right here, there is a possibility of damage not only to the top link, but if that top link fails, the implement itself is going to come up and it's going to cause any of this portion right here to run into the back of the tractor. Now that can damage the lift arms. It can also damage the PTO shaft. Besides messing up your top link. So there's a lot of damage. You can look at thousands and thousands of dollars of damage just from using the implement wrong. If you'll notice, the scarifiers are totally underground. They weren't designed for that. Scarifiers are only designed to go down anywhere from a 1/2 inch to about a maximum of 3 inches. They're never designed to go way down in and to rip ground up. The ideal behind the scarifier on a box blade is just to lightly loosen the crust or the top layer of whatever it is that you're box blading, not totally dig down in like what a plow would be. I'm going to show you real quick what it looks like. This is actually a top link. It didn't come off this tractor, but this is a top link, and if you look real close, you can see right here the top link is bent here, and it's actually bent back in the back. You can see where it came into contact. What ended up happening with this, it was on the implement and it was shortened up like what it is right now at its shortest, and it ended up buckling. And when it buckled, the top link itself went down. It contacted the PTO shaft on the tractor that this was on. It actually ruined the PTO shaft. The implement itself came up. It also ruined the 2 lift arms, and the rock shaft housing was also damaged. And like I said, the repair bill on this was several $1,000s to have it repaired. You don't want to use it this way. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back and set it up and show you the correct. We've got our box blade set up the way that we want it to now. We've got our top link here pretty much parallel to the ground. There is absolutely no stress on our rock shaft housing or the rock shaft itself. Everything is in plane. Our quick hitch right here is almost straight up and down, and it doesn't matter. It could be cocked a little bit in or a little bit out. And if we pull it in, if we shorten this slightly, we're going to dig with the inner blade on our box blade, and that's going to get us a little bit more dirt. We're going to pull a little bit more material off that surface. If we lengthen this top link and we use it to back up, to push dirt, we're going to take a little bit more dirt out if we lengthen it. I personally like running mine just about perfectly flat. It does everything I need it to do. Scarifiers, when they're mounted in the total upright position, they are about a 1/2 inch from the bottom of the side plate. So they are stuck up into the box blade a little bit. Now, most of them don't have any more than about 3-4 holes. Some of them have a few more, it just depends on the manufacturer. The deeper you go, the more stress you're putting. But in this configuration, we're not going to really hurt anything. You are going to dig quite a bit. If the tractor starts to jump or if it comes to a complete stop, that's a good indication your scarifiers are a little bit too deep. So you need to pull those scarifiers back up and not have so much drag on them. The side plates were never designed to go subsoil. You want those side plates to ride along the top of the ground as much as possible to prevent wear. The other thing is, the deeper you go with those side plates, if you hit an object that will not move, there's a very, very good chance of bending those plates in, which I have seen happen, and it takes a little bit to get them bent back out straight. Once they bend one time, they're going to bend again easier. Every time that you go hit a solid object with it, it not quite as strong. Every time metal flexes like that, you're taking a little bit of the strength out of that metal. Now, of course, I have this mounted on a quick hitch. If I didn't have the quick hitch in here, I'd be a little bit closer up to the back end of the tractor than what I am right now, which, if the top link fails and this whole assembly, the top of the 3-point right here ends up going into the back of the tractor, we've got a very, very good chance of damaging a lot of expensive items on the back of this tractor, which we don't want to do. To be safe, we've readjusted our box blade and we're back to about the area that we want to be for its proper use. Like I say, the box blade was never designed to be a plow. It was designed just to be a surfacer. And what I'm talking about that is the scarifiers only have anywhere from a 1/2 inch to maybe at the most 2 to 3 inches of travel, but they can drop down below. You don't want to really go any further than that. If you drop them and you find out that your tractor tires are spinning and you're hopping, that is a good way to break an axle. In fact, most axle damage comes from tractors hopping. If you're losing traction and your tractor's jumping up and down, back off of it, raise those scarifiers up. You're a little too deep, your soil's a little too hard for what you're doing, and just take a little at a time. The other thing, this was not designed for digging. This is not, it never was designed for digging. Like I said, it's a surfacer. It's designed to take the surface off, not dig deep pits. And you'll see a lot of people use these for digging. They do move dirt. Now, if you scrape off a little bit of a time, there's nothing wrong with moving dirt from point A to point B, because you're going to accumulate quite a bit inside here, and it does a very good job of moving that dirt. Just keep in mind, you want to make sure that your top you want to make sure that your top link is parallel to the ground as much as possible. Now, as this does sink down a little bit, we're going to get away from that a little bit. We're going to end up at a little bit of an angle. But for the most part, we want to stay as parallel as possible.